All right, we've got a question here. We've got the banana smoothie on. Should you stay natty or not? Banana smoothies, man. Banana smoothies is like one of my ideally daily discipline. It's not even a discipline. It's not a discipline. This tastes so good. Oh, I love chewing up flavour. Just bananas, ripe bananas, like spotty ones. The ones you'd be like, oh, they're bad, but they're not bruised inside. Just on the outside, a bit spotty. Bananas, the soy milk, water, sugar, as much sugar as you want. I like it really sweet. Liquid meal. Drink your calories for a fast recovery. So, a bit cold today. I was going to go for a ride, but it's like, nah, a bit too cold. I'm just going to stay indoors today and clean bikes, work on bikes, do some videos. That's the beauty of eating low fat. You don't have to do junk miles to stay lean. And so today's video, should you stay natty or not? What's the deal? You know, I'm doing an Instagram series on my Instagram called Natty or Not. Just go to my Instagram at durianriders and click on the little highlights, natty or not, and I just show you examples of people on anabolics and people, actually everyone's on anabolics. So just people say, oh, is this person natty? I follow them. You know, I bought their program, I bought their protein powders, and I just can't seem to make any gains like they're getting. It's just, what's going on there? You know, they got the same genetics as me in their before photo, but they look so much different. And it's like, yeah, because they're using the juice, right? And you are not, and you are natty. So you look natty, and they don't, right? And that's why you follow them, because they don't look like you, because they take juice that you don't. So the question is, should you stay natty or not? It depends. You know, for me, my sport, what I love the most is cycling and running. And yesterday I was going on Norton Summit and I got dropped by someone. And you know, I'm a bit out of shape at the moment. I haven't really ridden much this year from that head injury early in the year. So still getting over that. But I got dropped at Norton Summit when I don't normally get dropped at Norton Summit. So it's a bit like, a bit of an identity crisis. And I did have a heavier bike with a bike bag loaded with baggage and stuff. But still, it was a pace I should be able to sustain. But I just love the feeling of having that cardio fitness. So I can't ever see myself becoming, a 95 kilo, swolger. Even though, part of every guy sort of wants to be like that just for whatever reason. It doesn't really seem me, But for those people who do choose that, then that's fine. It's up to them. But you're not going to have that physique unless you break your natty status, right? And there's people out there who will lie to your face, like Athlean X and Matt Does Fitness, and so many, all those crew who have that certain level of aesthetic, that freakishly aesthetic. They're not huge, they're not big guys. They just got that, fake natty aesthetic. So the fake natty aesthetic, I would say, is probably the best aesthetic if you're into that gym scene. The bodybuilder aesthetic is a different look, A lot of people like that as well. The Schwarzenegger style or whoever. But yeah. So it's just a choice. Should you stay natty or not? I would say that there's so much information out there. Like you got guys like Dan, bodybuilder in Thailand, who has a lot of integrity by just say, guys, this is what I do. This is what I've done. Take it or leave it. This is my ebook. If you want to do the same as me, boom, there's the map. And so that's great. I think that's the future. I think there's a big industry future for people like Dan, the bodybuilder in Thailand, or guys like Neo Shreds. But Dan, the bodybuilder in Thailand, he seems to, from what I see, as like a market industry leader in transparency of saying, this is what I do. And this is what other people are doing. They're lying here, blah, blah, blah. So it's very inspirational. Just that level of transparency. That's so rare in social media. Social media is all about being fake. Hey guys, smile, perfect Instagram pic. Just showing you what you want to see, not showing you the truth. That's just like, wow, that's like sociopathic media, right? For me, social media is sharing the truth, what works for you, blah, 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 blah. What worked for them as well. Just being social. Sociopathic media is being a fake natty liar, just scamming people like Athlean X or Matt Does Fitness and those crew. Just like it's crazy, man. That's sociopathic media. Right? So if you're gonna get on social media, ask yourself, why would I follow sociopathic media who are only on social media to make money versus purely just to make money. No, any chance they can. They was all about making cash, regardless. Now, I make money on social media, so what's the difference, Harley? What's the difference? You make money on social media, you've made a lot of money on social media, what's the difference? Well, what I sell actually does work. And if you want to lose weight and get healthier and fit and have a lifestyle of more time freedom or whatever, then my ebooks definitely help you do that. Right? So yeah, simple as that. And there's plenty of guys I've trained over the years or who have taken my advice up, and they're way faster than me on the bike. Way faster than me on the bike. Or they're faster than me as a runner, etc. So my cycling and fitness and running results aren't that impressive compared to some of the guys and girls out there who've taken my template and just and trained really, really hard and gotten really, really fast, and good on them. So my program works. Whether you compare it to Athlean X, you're never going to look like Athlean X. You'll probably buy Athlean X's program because I want to look like that, but you never will unless you also get on the juice, like he is clearly taken. That's just fact, all right? And you can be all your little keyboard stuff, whatever. Cool. That's your life. Follow the wrong direction if you want. It's your life. Okay. Cool. But I think if you're gonna, depends what your goals are. Should you stay natty or not? A lot of guys don't understand the mental health consequences of being on the juice. So you will suffer mental health issues. If you're a guy who has insecurity issues, like, I'm skinny, like I'm an ectomorph, I'm like, I can't, then if you don't accept yourself as an ecto skinny dude, then when you're on the Athlean X juice, you still won't accept yourself, right? You won't. You have more confidence, but there will still be that inner ecto that you never got rid of emotionally. Maybe you got rid of the ecto physically, he's gone, but inside, the ecto's still there. So unless you're like, hey, this is just who I am, this is all cool, blah, 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 and once you're in swolger zone, you won't be happy, man. That's where you get into eating disorders and cocaine and, abusing juice, using too much juice, etc., and just doing crazy stuff and taking a lot of risks and stuff because you haven't built that emotional muscle, right? You can take all the juice you want in the world, man. It won't help your emotional muscle, your core there, right? You have to change that with a different perception of things. And yeah, juice will change your perception of a lot of things, for sure. It'll give you insights and all sorts. But you see plenty of people on the juice who have a lot of mental health issues, man. It's massive. Recently there's a guy who on social media who took his own life, unfortunately, and that was definitely a side effect of juice. Actually, because juice amplifies everything. So if you have anxiety, let's say you're anxious ectomorph at age 18, all right? And people make fun of you because you're skinny or the girls don't give you attention and you've got insecurity. So then when you're someone like, 90 kilos, what's that guy that does all the pranks and he takes his shirt off, now he's having a massive mental breakdown. I forget his name. He's become a very aesthetic guy from taking juice, but now he's going totally crazy because he didn't address the ecto issues at the start, Or maybe you're a meso or an endo, right? If you have issues and you're going to use anabolics to cover that up, and it'll cover it up, but it won't get rid of it, man. Same with the girl who gets a boob job. It's a cosmetic enhancement. So she gets a boob job. If she's still insecure, before that, and she gets a boob job thinking the boob job's going to give her more confidence, it will to a degree, but she still has that girl, that girl vibe going on there that wasn't changed, right? Same with Botox, I've got wrinkles, I've got hair, or I've got my teeth aren't straight, or whatever, I'm going to do this and inject that, fix that, and whatever. It won't cure it, man. It'll make you more compliments and stuff like that, for sure. But you're still you, You can change the exterior, but if you still have those same thought processes, the same beliefs, that same insecurity, it's still there. And that's why a lot of people don't understand that. So they're going to take the juice and I'm going to change. I'm going to be like the alpha. I'm going to be the strong guy in the gym. I'm going to be the guy on the dance floor. All the girls will love me. And that will happen. But you're still you inside. And then you have all these other things going on. Cause it's like if you can't look after a Toyota Corolla, you can't look after a Ferrari. You know what I mean? You can't. If you can't look after yourself and your thoughts when you're the beta dude that you classify yourself as, then you won't be able to look after yourself and the extra pressures and extra responsibilities that you have as the alpha in the club or in the gym or in your scene or whatever. The alpha has extra responsibilities. There's more people trying to knock you off your little alpha pedestal, for sure. Right? When you're a beta, people just like, whatever. But when you're the alpha, you got more people like trying to climb off you and knock you off the. It's crazy, man. Right? So people understand that. It's like when you got social media, people go, I want to have a verified tick and heaps of followers and stuff, and that's fun and stuff. But you don't understand what comes with that. All right, like it comes with a lot of first world problem stress that a lot of people don't understand. So the more people who like you, then the more people also will hate you. Right? If no one likes you, then no one's going to hate you. No one knows who you are. So people understand that. So so many people get on social media. Look at the careers over the years I've helped. Get up, and you look at how many people get destroyed emotionally. How many relationships break up, and people just age quick and have not just aging by aging, but like aging as in like stress and just like I'm not talking about like aging of like training and just aging in general. That's normal, but like that aging of like looking really sad and lifeless and like just bitter and stuff like that, because they didn't fix that inner self, or they didn't understand. They thought fame and looks and having a hot boyfriend or a hot girlfriend or a Ferrari or heaps of money would change that, and it just exposes what you are all along. All right, so if you're an insecure person and you take juice, you'll be an insecure person on juice, which will be a really hard life to live, right? Because you'll get some side effects issues. Maybe your dong doesn't work too good that day, or you get a bit of gyno, or you get a bit of hair loss, or you get some mood swings, or estrogen goes up, or whatever, and you don't know what to deal with it, or how to deal with it, and you just, right? If you can't handle little problems in life, then you won't handle the big problems in life. If you can't be happy as the ecto, you won't be happy as a soldier. Guarantee it. Guaranteed. If you can't be happy with a Corolla, polish it and clean it, look after it, you won't with a Ferrari. Simple as that. And you can use this example for some kid. If a kid's got a pair of shoes from Kmart and they don't look after them, they won't look after the Nikes. They might say they will, but they won't. And you know that. But if the kid looks after the Kmart shoes and he's grateful, and looks after them, and then you give them a pair of the Nikes or whatever, or the Reeboks and that, then they'll look after that as well. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. If you're the ecto with anxiety, you'll be the soldier with anxiety. So should you be stay natty or not? Depends on your goals, but what you should do is work on yourself before you hop on anything. Right? Before you hop on anything. Because people are like, but I've got low T, that makes me anxiety. Yeah, that can, definitely. That can. But also, you can have low T, and that doesn't mean your moods are controlled by your hormones. Like, they're influenced, but ultimately you control how you think. Right? And I've done that myself. I've used anabolics, which totally floor. You go to your docs and you got 0 tests, pretty much. Really like 2 or something, really low. It's like, wow, I've got like testosterone levels of a 90-year-old grandma because I used, androlic or winstrol or whatever, even at low dose or whatever, and it just wipes it. And you're like, okay. And that's good because then you get to feel what it's like to have, virtually 0 testosterone in your blood. And it's like, okay, cool. And I'm like, I still feel like a monk, feel cool. So if you can't handle your testosterone at 10 millimoles or 2 millimoles, then you won't handle it at 30 or 40 or 50 or 80 or whatever, whatever you're going to use. Does it make sense? If you can't handle this extreme, it's not how fast you go in life, it's how you go fast. It's not how fast you can drive, it's not how fast you can descend, it's how you descend fast. Right? Do you have the skills to handle it? Anyone can go fast. Anyone can just jab, pop, go, whatever. But can you handle that? Right? Simple as that. So hopefully there's some insight that people don't really talk about. Mental health issues is a real deal. And so if you're, scared of carbohydrates and you're taking the high dosages and you've got anxiety to deal with because that's just who you are, because you never worked on yourself, then my friends, the juice won't help with that. It's going to make it a lot worse. All right? I'm not going to make it a lot worse. So without sounding too much like an arrogant POS, my tip is go to bed early. That's one of the biggest things, man, to change your whole hormones and your mental state. Go to bed 8, 9 p.m. Get an eye mask, get up early, or just get up whenever. but ideally get up early and just go for a walk and listen to some audiobooks or whatever, or just listen to your thoughts and set some goals for the day. Have some water straight away and have some sugar as well. Never train fasted. Never train fasted if good mood is your goal. And I don't mean a pre-workout, Ritalin, Adderall, caffeine, good mood. I mean a genuine good mood from the good serotonin and good dopamine levels. Always have some sugars, man. I saw this guy the other day, I think Alex Becker, someone linked me. This dude's doing a dry fast or whatever. And he's trying to, help young guys, self-improvement, and, Tony Robbins style. And that's great, but dry fast, like, dumbest thing ever. Like, that's just going to kill your mood so much. Like, life's hard enough. Why make life harder than it has to be, man? Life's tough. Why make it harder by cutting carbs, cutting water, cutting overall carb count? Like, it's just dumb. It's stupid. Why make it harder? It's like sleeping on needles or something. Like, it's like sleeping with ants. Well, I mean, maybe it's good for a mental challenge, sleeping with ants, yeah, if you're scared of them as well. But don't abuse your kidneys and liver, all right, in the name of challenge. Yeah? Hang out with cockroaches and snakes and spiders, but don't abuse your liver, please. You only get one kidneys, one pair of kidneys. You only get one liver. Look after them. So, yeah, that's the deal there. So, if you want good mood, always have some piece of fruit. I wake up in the morning, I'm not hungry, but I have a piece of fruit just to get going. Yeah, just to get going, get your thyroid, get your mood. Just, there's X factors there. All right, so do that, and you're going to feel so much better. All right? Just have those carbs in. And if you've got anxiety, don't use any stimulants. Don't use caffeine, especially. Coffee's one of the worst things ever. Coffee's really bad for anxiety. Talking and drinking smoothies at the same time as well gives you burps. Caffeine's really bad for anxiety. And if you do have anxiety, go caffeine free. Weed's terrible, man. Weed's terrible. Weed makes you so self-focused and am I talking too loud? Is this too weird? Just get rid of the weed, man. Have a break from drugs. Give yourself a break. You don't need them. Right? And I've done all these drugs. I'm 42, 43 in August. So I'm speaking with experience here. I'm not someone who's just reading studies and all these fake natties out there going, I've never used drugs. I've never done that. I know. It's like, come on, man. How can you help people if you're not being real? This is why I'm such a good coach for people, because I can tell you straight up without any resistance. Yeah, this is what I've done. This is what I shouldn't do. This is what you should do. Politically correct doesn't help anybody, except for people who want to live with their head in the sand. It doesn't even help them either. Helps nothing, man. The world's got a lot of crises, and we're going to help crises just by being more honest and real. If you want to use juice, use juice. Don't bullshit people that you're natty. It's just like, makes you look like a sociopath, man. Alright? I understand if you're a professional athlete, you're a cyclist or a runner, swimmer, yeah, I get that. So yeah, obviously you can't become clean. That's a different video. But I'm talking, this is for the everyday juice user who wants to use juice to enhance the aesthetic, It's a total different genre. But yeah, it's, I think if you're living a lie, it's, especially the fake natty gym thing. If you live in that lie just to sell books and protein powders, it doesn't matter how much money you got in the bank, whether you're driving Ferrari or Ferraris, how can you look in the mirror? Just go, I've just exploited the trust and gullibility of teenage noobs. That's like, teenagers are so innocent and they're so trusting. The teenager is before you become a fucked up adult. You're so trusting and naive and gullible and like, everyone, this is all cool and my parents are bad, but this fake natty guy, Athlean X, he's really cool. And then your dad probably saying, nah, Athlean X is on the juice. And you're like, no, Dad, he's not. He's clean, He's natural. He just works hard. He works hard on the juice. So, that's hideous, man, to take advantage of teens. That's crazy. Anyway, that's sorts of comments. Should you stay natty or not? Depends on your goals. Just want to give you a heads up. All right? If you have mental health issues, using juice will just make it worse. All right? Trust me on that. Get rid of the stims, go to bed early, increase your carbs, get more full body sunshine, and don't use cosmetic things to enhance your mood, because that won't work. It'll be a band-aid effect and you will suffer long term. You might get a short-term little buzz because you get approval from people, but if you're living for people's approval, you'll be dying from their rejection. Think about it.